Eyes by Rob Sved. Introduction. People and animals see with their eyes. You have 2 eyes. Some animals have many eyes. Eyes can be little or big, and they can be many colors. What animals have these eyes? What color are your eyes? Chapter 1. Animal Eyes. What do animals do with their eyes? They look for food. The duck looks for food in water. The gecko has big eyes. It can see well at night. It looks for insects to eat. Eyes help to protect animals from other animals. The crab has 2 eyes on top of its body. It can see big animals, and then it can run away. Chapter 2. Parts of an eye. Let's look at an eye. It has many parts. This is an elephant's eye. The eyelid and the eyelashes protect the eyeball. There are tears in the eye, too. The eyelid opens and closes, and the tears clean the eye. The pupil lets light into the eye. This helps people and animals to see. When there's lots of light, the pupil is little. When there's no light, the pupil is big. People have tears to clean their eyes. People cry tears when they are sad, too. Chapter 3. Eyes at the front. People and many animals have 2 eyes at the front of their head. This helps them to see things far away. The hawk can fly fast, and it can see very well, too. This helps it to hunt little animals to eat. The monkey has eyes at the front of its head. It can jump from tree to tree, and it doesn't fall. Owls have eyes at the front of their head. Some owls can move their head around and see behind. Chapter 4. Eyes at the sides. Many animals have eyes at the sides of their head. They can see in front and behind. The frog has eyes at the sides of its head. It can look for insects to eat. The hammerhead shark has a long, flat head. It has eyes at the sides of its head. When it swims, it can see all around. The stalk-eyed fly can see all around too. It has eyes on 2 long stalks. The chameleon sees all around very well. One eye moves up, and the other eye moves down. Chapter 5. In water. The seal lives on land and in water. It has big, round eyes. It can see very well in water. It hunts fish to eat. The flatfish has 2 eyes on one side of its body. It can lie at the bottom of the ocean and look up. Fish live in water, and they don't have eyelids. They don't close their eyes. Chapter 6. In the dark. At night, some animals sleep. Many other animals look for food. The lemur looks for fruit and little animals to eat. It has big eyes with big pupils. It can see very well in the dark. It's very dark at the bottom of the ocean. The flashlight fish has lights under its eyes. This helps it to look for little fish to eat. In the dark, cats and dogs have bright eyes. They can see very well. Look at this cat. What color are its eyes? Chapter 7. Many eyes. Some animals have many eyes. Many spiders have 6 or 8 eyes. The scallop can have more than 50 little eyes. How many of the eyes can you see here? Some insects have very many eyes. Look at this dragonfly. Each eye is thousands of little eyes together. Chapter 8. Protect your eyes. It's important for animals to protect their eyes. In the desert, there's a lot of sand. The camel has long eyelashes, so the sand doesn't go in its eyes. The meerkat lives in the desert too. It's sunny and windy there. Its eyelids clean the sand from its eyes. The meerkat has black fur around its eyes. This protects its eyes when it's sunny. People wear sunglasses when it's very sunny. This protects their eyes. Eyes are important. Remember to protect them.
Art by Richard Northcott. Introduction. Artists make art. Art can be pictures or sculptures. Can you draw pictures? Maybe you're an artist too. What can you see in art? Where can you see art? Chapter 1. Artists. Artists look at our world. They look at people, animals, and things. We can look at art and see our world in a new way. Artists like colors. Look at the red colors in this picture. What other colors can you see? Artists like shapes. Look at this picture of a mountain. The mountain is in Japan. There aren't many colors in this picture, but there are nice shapes. Chapter 2. People. Many artists paint people. This picture is by an artist from Spain. There aren't many colors in this picture, but it's a nice picture. The boy is happy. He's with his dog. This picture is by an artist from England. There are 2 girls and a boy. They are with a teacher, but they aren't at school. They are under a tree. The teacher is very young. Can you see the cat? Chapter 3. Animals. Can you stand by a lion? No, you can't. Lions are beautiful, but they can eat you. Can you stand by a picture of a lion? Yes, you can. Now you can see its eyes, its ears, and its fur. Animals in art are great. You can stand by a picture of an animal and really look at the animal. In this picture, there are 6 birds. They are by the ocean. You can see their reflections in the water. Chapter 4. Lines and Shapes. Look at this picture of boats on a river. The artist draws dark lines for the boats and light lines for the shadows on the water. Artists draw lines with a pencil or a pen. They draw colored lines with a crayon. Artists make shapes with lines and colors. There are lots of shapes in art. Look at this picture of a bedroom. Can you find these shapes? Chapter 5. Colors. Some artists use brushes and paints. They put the paints on a palette. Artists mix paints. They make new colors. Red and blue make purple. Blue and yellow make green. Red and yellow make orange. Many artists like the color blue. Blue is the color of the sky. It's the color of the ocean, too. Look at all the blue colors in this picture. Chapter 6. Sculptures. Some artists use hammers and chisels. They make sculptures from stone. These artists are in Cambodia. What color are the sculptures? You can see stone sculptures in parks. Stone is a good material for sculptures. It's good in hot weather and in cold, rainy weather. Artists make sculptures from wood, too. This artist makes sculptures of goats. His sculptures are small, but they are great. Look at his chisels. There are lots of them. Chapter 7. Materials. Let's look at materials in art. Paper, stone, and wood are materials. Fabric is a material too. Some artists make pictures with fabric. This fabric picture is from Peru. It's a picture of a soccer game. There are 12 players. There are some fans, too. How many fans are there? Some artists make sculptures with amazing materials. Look at these sculptures of people. What's the material in these sculptures? It's cans. Chapter 8. Museums. Where can you see art? You can see art in museums. Many cities have a museum. One big museum is the Metropolitan Museum of Art in New York in the USA. Thousands of people go to this museum every week. Some museums are amazing. The Guggenheim Museum in Spain has amazing shapes. Can you find these shapes? There are lots of books and websites about art and artists. Read more about art. Learn about great artists.
At the Beach by Rachel Bladen. Introduction. At the beach, the ocean meets the land. Many amazing plants and animals live there. What can you see at the beach? What animals live there? Chapter 1. The Beach. Every day, the ocean goes up the beach at high tide, and it goes down the beach at low tide. The ocean moves with the wind, too. The wind makes waves. The ocean is salt water. It's big and strong. The ocean can break rocks and shells into pieces. The pieces of rock and shell hit the water and other rocks. Then they get very little. This is how the ocean makes rocks and shells into sand. Chapter 2. Sand and Rocks. What can you see in the sand and on the rocks at the beach? At low tide, the Tellin shell hides under the sand. It hides there because other animals like to eat it. It gets food and water with one of its siphons. The green flat periwinkle hides in green seaweed. Can you see it here? The barnacle lives on rocks. Its shell grows onto the rocks, so it doesn't move when there are waves. Chapter 3. In Rock Pools. At low tide, the ocean moves down the beach. Then, you can find rock pools. Let's look in a rock pool. Here's a crab. It gets food with its big, strong claws. It eats barnacles, starfish, and other little animals. It eats plants, too. Crabs eat starfish, and starfish eat clams. This is called a food chain. Chapter 4. Near the Beach. Many fish and other little animals live in the water near the beach. There's lots of food for them there. The prawn eats seaweed and little animals. The seahorse eats very little fish. It eats very, very little animals and plants called plankton, too. See how this seahorse hides in the seaweed. In this green seaweed, the seahorse is green. But in yellow seaweed, it's yellow. Chapter 5. In the Ocean. You can see some amazing animals in the ocean. Here's a seal. The seal lives in the ocean and on land. When it swims in the ocean, it puts its head out of the water to get air. The dolphin jumps out of the water, and little fish are scared. They swim away, and then the dolphin can catch them. The dolphin gets air with a blowhole on its head. On sunny days, the basking shark swims at the top of the ocean. It can eat lots of plankton there. Plankton is its favorite food. Chapter 6. In the Air. Many birds live near the beach. There's lots of food for them there. The puffin lives on cliffs. When it's hungry, it flies down and swims under the ocean. Then, it catches its favorite fish. The pelican can catch lots of fish in its big bill. It opens its bill and the water goes out. Then, it can eat the fish. Oyster catchers don't eat oysters. They eat mussels. They open the shells with their bill. Chapter 7. At the Coast. At the coast near the beach, there are cliffs. Some waves hit hills on the coast, and pieces of land break into the ocean. This makes cliffs. Sometimes there are holes in the cliffs. The ocean hits the holes and makes caves. The ocean can make arches and stacks too. At the coast, the sand moves in the wind. Then, the sand makes hills called sand dunes. Chapter 8. Fun at the beach. You can do many things at the beach. You can kite surf, and the wind moves you on the ocean. You can snorkel too. Then, you can see amazing fish in the water. The ocean is big and strong. Don't go away from the people you know. Look for flags. They tell you where and when you can swim. Have fun at the beach, but remember the ocean plants and animals. Keep the beach clean for plants, animals, and other people. Fruit by Louise Spilsbury. Introduction. All around the world, there are different types of fruit. Some fruit is big and some fruit is little. Bananas, apples, and oranges are types of fruit. Do you like to eat fruit? What is your favorite fruit? Chapter 1. Where fruit grows. Fruit grows on plants. Trees are a type of plant. Some types of fruit grow on big trees. Apples, oranges, peaches, and mangoes grow on big trees. Some mango trees are very tall. Some types of fruit grow on little plants. Some fruit plants grow on the ground. Strawberry plants grow on the ground. Some fruit plants are thin, but they grow tall. Kiwi plants are tall and thin. Chapter 2. Different fruit. There are many different types of fruit. Fruit can be green, red, orange, yellow, white, purple, blue, or black. Fruit can be long or short, oval or round. What shapes can you see here? Different types of fruit grow in different places. Bananas and mangoes grow in hot, rainy places. Lemons and oranges grow in hot places. Apples and strawberries grow in cool places. What fruit grows where you live? Chapter 3: Fruit and Seeds. All types of fruit have seeds. Some types of fruit have many little seeds. A dragon fruit has many little seeds. Some types of fruit have one big seed. A mango has one big seed. Open some fruit to see the seeds inside. Some types of fruit are soft. Oranges, strawberries, and peaches are soft. Some types of fruit are hard. Nuts are hard. Nuts have seeds inside. Chapter 4: New Fruit Plants. What do seeds do? Seeds make new plants. Old fruit falls from a plant to the ground. The fruit rots. The seeds from the fruit go into the ground. New plants grow from the seeds. How a new fruit plant grows. 1. A seed in the fruit makes a new plant. 2. Leaves make food for the new plant so it can grow. 3. Flowers grow on the plant. 4. The flowers get old and the petals fall from the plant. 5. New fruit grows. 6. Old fruit falls to the ground and rots. Chapter 5: Fruit and Animals. Many animals eat fruit. Birds, monkeys, and mice eat fruit. They eat it in the trees and on the ground. Many animals eat little fruit seeds. Animals don't eat very big fruit seeds. Some animals carry fruit to a new place. Then they eat it. They drop fruit seeds on the ground. New plants grow from the seeds. It's good for plants to grow in a new place. They can grow big and tall. Chapter 6: How to Eat Fruit. Open a fruit and look inside. Can you see the skin, flesh, and seeds? Some fruit skin isn't good to eat. We peel the skin. Then we eat the flesh inside. We can do this with lychees, mangoes, and bananas. Some fruit skin is good to eat. We wash the fruit skin with cold water. Then we eat the skin and flesh. We can do this with apples, peaches, and grapes. Chapter 7: Food and Drink. We use soft fruit to make jam. We use fruit to make cakes and cookies too. Olives and tomatoes are types of fruit. We use tomatoes to make pizza. We press olives to make olive oil. We use olive oil to cook food. We press some fruit to make fruit juice. Do you like to drink orange, apple, or pineapple juice? We mix some fruit with milk or ice cream to make milkshakes. Chapter 8. It's good for you. Fruit is good for your heart, eyes, and skin. Fruit is good for your body. It can stop you getting sick. Fruit helps you to walk, run, play, learn, and grow. You can eat fruit when you are hungry. You can eat fruit when you are thirsty too. Fruit has water inside. It stops you being thirsty. It's good to eat 2 or 3 different types of fruit every day. Fruit is good for you. In the Sky by Kamini Kanduri. Introduction. Go outside and look up. What can you see? You can see the sky. The sky is above you. Look at the sky. Is it day or night? What can you see in the sky? Chapter 1. The Sky. Look at the sky in the day. What color is it? Can you see clouds? When it's sunny, the sky is blue. Clouds are white or gray. Sometimes you can see birds and planes. They fly in the sky. Sometimes when it's sunny and rainy, you can see a rainbow in the sky. How many colors can you see? A spacecraft goes up into the sky. Then it goes into space. Space is dark and very big. Chapter 2. At Night. At night, the sky is dark. You can see the moon. The moon is a big ball of rock. Sometimes you see a round moon. This is called a full moon. Sometimes you see different shapes. A thin moon is called a crescent moon. You can see stars at night too. Stars are big, hot balls of fire. They look very little because they are far out in space. Sometimes you can see planets too. Chapter 3. The Sun. Do you know the sun is a star? it's our star. We live on a planet called Earth. Earth goes around the sun. The sun shines in the sky. It gives our planet light. Don't look at the sun. It isn't good for your eyes. The sun is very, very hot. It makes our planet warm so we can live here. Chapter 4. Day and Night. Sometimes it's day, and sometimes it's night. That's because Earth turns. When your place on Earth turns toward the sun, you see light from the sun. This is day. When your place turns away from the sun, you don't see light from the sun. This is night. Then Earth turns, and it's day again. At night, it's dark. It's dark in parks and gardens. It's dark in homes, too. People make light with electricity or candles. Is it dark when you go to bed? Chapter 5. Stars. Stars can look red, orange, yellow, blue, or white. The sun is a yellow star. You can see patterns of stars in the sky. The patterns are called constellations. With a telescope, you can see more stars. The Hubble Space Telescope is a very big telescope out in space. It takes photos of stars. A galaxy is lots of stars. There are many millions of stars in one galaxy. Our galaxy is called the Milky Way. Chapter 6. Planets. A planet goes around a star. 8 planets go around the sun. The sun and its planets are called the solar system. The planets are all different. Jupiter is big, and Mercury is little. Venus is hot, and Neptune is cold. Saturn has lots of rings. Many planets have moons. A moon goes around a planet. Earth has one moon. We call it the moon. Some planets have lots of moons. Chapter 7. On the Moon. On the moon, there's dust and rock. There are tall mountains and big holes called craters. There's black space all around, and no blue sky. There's no weather because there's no sky. It's hot in the day, and it's cold at night. Astronauts can go to the moon. This astronaut is on the moon. How amazing! He has a spacesuit and he breathes air from a tank. Chapter 8. Into Space. Astronauts go into space. They go in a spacecraft. Astronauts can live in space. They live in a space station. They look at Earth and learn about it. Spacecraft with no people in them go into space too. Some spacecraft take photos of Earth and space. Some spacecraft go to other planets so we can learn about them. Maybe one day you can go into space too. Trees by Rachel Bladen. Introduction. Trees are all around us, in forests, gardens, and parks. There are many different trees, and they give us many things. Where do you see trees? What do we get from trees? Chapter 1. What is a tree? A tree is a tall plant. It has leaves, branches, a trunk, and roots. A tree makes its food with light from the sun. It grows tall so it can get lots of light. A tree grows every day. Look at this old tree trunk. How old is it? Count the rings. Every ring is 1 year. Chapter 2. Parts of a tree. What do the different parts of a tree do? Leaves grow on branches. They make food for the tree. To make food, they use water, air, and light from the sun. Roots take water from the ground. The trunk takes food down the tree from the leaves, and it takes water up the tree from the roots. Bark is the wood on the outside of the trunk. It protects the trunk. Chapter 3. Flowers and Seeds. Some trees have big flowers. Some trees have very little flowers. Flowers make pollen. The wind blows pollen from one flower to other flowers. Insects take pollen to other flowers too. Then the tree can grow seeds. Seeds grow inside fruit. The fruit protects the seeds. The fruit falls from the tree. Then the seeds go into the ground. New trees grow from the seeds. Chapter 4. Different trees. Some trees are broadleaves, and some trees are conifers. Broadleaves have flat leaves. Conifers have thin, sharp needles. Conifers are strong trees. Animals can't eat the sharp needles. The needles don't get dry, so the trees can grow in dry weather. Conifers can grow in hot weather or cold weather. Many broadleaves can't grow in cold weather or dry weather. Then, all the leaves fall off the tree. The leaves grow again in hot weather or rainy weather. Chapter 5. What trees do. Trees are good for us. We use oxygen in the air to live. Too much carbon dioxide in the air is bad for us. Trees clean the air. They take carbon dioxide out of the air, and they put oxygen into the air. Trees protect us from the rain and the light from the sun. Trees are good for the ground, too. The roots make the ground strong. The ground around trees isn't dry, so other plants can grow. We can play and have fun in trees, too. Thank you, trees. Chapter 6. Things from trees. Apples, oranges, bananas, nuts, and lots of other fruit grow on trees. We get rubber from trees, too. We make car tires and many other things with rubber. The trunks and branches of trees give us wood. We make toys, tables, homes, and many other things with wood. We make paper with wood. We use wood to make fires, too. Chapter 7. Homes in trees. Many birds, insects, and other animals live in trees. Animals can find food there. Trees protect animals from the wind and rain. Trees can protect animals from other animals, too. This monkey lives in a tree. It eats leaves and fruit from the tree. It can move from branch to branch. This snake lives in a tree, too. It likes its home. It can find birds to eat there. Foxes and other big animals can't catch the snake in the tree. Chapter 8. Protect trees. Some animals and little plants are bad for trees. Animals eat the leaves and bark. Little plants grow around the trunk. Then the tree can't get water. People are bad for trees, too. Cars, fires, and factories can make the air and rain dirty. Then the trees can't grow. Some people cut down trees. They take wood and they make new things on the land. Let's stop this. Let's grow new trees. Let's protect trees. Wheels by Rob Sven. Introduction. We use wheels every day. All wheels are round, but some wheels are big and some wheels are little. Wheels can do many things. Where are these wheels? Where can you see other wheels? Chapter 1. What are wheels? Wheels are machines. Wheels are round and they turn. People use wheels to do many things. People use wheels to carry things. This wheelbarrow has one wheel at the front. The girl walks and the wheel turns. People use wheels to move. This school bus has 4 big wheels. It carries lots of people. Wheels are fun, too. Look at these roller skates. A roller skate has 4 little wheels. With roller skates, people can move fast. Chapter 2. Carts and Chairs. In a store, people use a shopping cart to carry many things. The cart has little wheels. People can push and pull the cart. A stroller has wheels too. People push the strollers and babies can sleep in them. Some people can't walk. They use wheelchairs to move. They push the big wheels with their hands. Chapter 3. Bicycles. Do you have a bicycle? Bicycles have 2 wheels. You use your legs to turn the wheels. You wear a helmet to protect your head. Some bicycles can go very fast. These people are in a race. Look at this bicycle wheel. It's a metal wheel with a rubber tire. The tire helps the wheel to turn on bumpy roads. You use a pump to put air into the tire. Chapter 4. Cars, Planes, Trains. Cars, planes, and trains all have wheels. They have an engine, too. The engine makes the wheels turn fast. How many wheels does a car have? It has 4 wheels. It has a steering wheel, too. You turn the steering wheel and the car moves left or right. A plane uses wheels to move very fast. and then it flies into the sky. How many wheels can you see? Trains have metal wheels. The wheels turn on a metal track. Chapter 5. Wheels for Fun. People use wheels for fun, too. You can see many wheels at the fairground. This big wheel turns and people go round and round. This wheel is a merry-go-round. Children stand on the wheel. Other people push it round and round. Many toys have wheels. This toy has little wheels. Children sit on it and they use their legs to move. Chapter 6. Wheels to cut. People use wheels to cut things. A round metal saw is very sharp. The saw uses electricity to turn very fast. It can cut many things. This round saw can cut wood. Wheels can cut food, too. You can push this cutter on a pizza. The metal wheel turns and it cuts the pizza. This combine harvester has wheels to move and wheels to cut. The metal wheels are very sharp and they turn fast. The combine harvester moves and the metal wheels cut the wheat. Chapter 7. Wheels at Home. People use wheels to do many things at home. Look in your home. How many wheels can you find? This clock has many wheels inside. The wheels turn together and they make the hands move. This rolling pin is a long wheel. People use a rolling pin to make bread and cookies. Do you know people can paint with wheels? People use a roller to paint walls. Chapter 8. Water and Wind. People use rivers and the wind to turn wheels. This is an old water mill. The water in the river turns a big wheel. The big wheel turns other wheels in the water mill. The wheels make flour from wheat. A wind turbine has wheels inside. The wind turns the wheels. This makes electricity. We use wheels every day, and they help us do many different things. Which is your favorite wheel?
Wild cats. by Rob Sved. Introduction. Pet cats live with people. People give them food. Wild cats don't live with people. They live outside and they find food. What cats can you see here? What wild cats do you know? Chapter 1. Wild Cats. There are wild cats all around the world. Cats live in cold places and in hot places. Cats live on the ground and in trees. The snow leopard is a big cat. It lives in snowy mountains. It has thick fur to stay warm. The margay lives in rainforests. It can climb well, and it lives in trees. The black-footed cat is a little cat. It lives in hot places. It can't climb well. It lives in holes in the ground. Chapter 2. Fur. Cats have fur to stay warm. Their fur helps them to hide from other animals too. Cheetahs have spots. Baby cheetahs have long, white fur too. They can hide in grass. Can you see the tiger? Tigers have orange and black stripes. They can hide in long grass. The mountain cat has spots and stripes. It can hide on rocks. Chapter 3. Mouths and Teeth. Cats have a big, strong mouth. They have long, sharp teeth, too. The clouded leopard has 4 long teeth to help it to hunt deer, monkeys, and birds. Many cats bite trees. This makes their teeth very sharp. Look at this jaguar. Can you see its sharp teeth? Some big cats use their mouth to roar. Then other cats know where they are. They roar to say they are angry or sad, too. Lions can roar very well. Chapter 4. Senses. Cats use their senses. They can hear, see, and smell very well. This helps them to move around and to hunt other animals. The serval has big ears. It hunts mice. It can hear the mice under the ground. Cats can see well at night. The ocelot has white fur around its eyes. This helps it to see well. Some cats can smell well, too. Chapter 5. Tails. Many cats have a long, strong tail. Their tail helps them to run and turn. The puma uses its tail to help it to jump and land on its paws. Cats can use their tail to show they are happy, sad, or scared, too. The snow leopard has a long, thick tail. It can put its tail around its body. This helps it to stay warm in the snowy mountains. Chapter 6. Food. Cats eat meat. Big cats hunt antelopes, zebras, and other big animals. They hide in grass and look for animals. Big cats are strong, and they can run very fast to hunt other animals. This cheetah sees an antelope. It runs fast to hunt the antelope. Some cats eat birds, mice, and other little animals. This leopard eats snakes. Cats have long, sharp claws to help them to hunt other animals. Look at this tiger. It has very sharp claws. Chapter 7. Baby cats. Cats protect their babies from other animals. Baby cats can't eat meat. They drink milk from their mother. This mother lion has milk for 2 baby lions. Cats help their babies to move around. This mother cougar carries a baby in her mouth. Baby cats love to have fun. They jump and play together. This is fun, and it helps the babies to learn how to hunt. Chapter 8. Protect cats. Many wild cats are in danger. Some people cut down trees in rainforests. Then some wild cats don't have a home or food. Many big cats are in danger. Some people hunt big cats for their skin. Then they sell the skins. Many zoos protect wild cats. They give the cats food, and they help the cats to have babies. You can see lots of different wild cats in zoos. Wild cats are amazing. Protect wild cats.
Young Animals by Rachel Bladen. Introduction. Young animals grow up from babies into adults. Some young animals grow up very fast. Some young animals grow up slowly. What are these young animals? What young animals do you like? Chapter 1. Babies. Some babies hatch from an egg. A mother duck makes a nest by the water. She lays her eggs in the nest. She sits on the eggs so they stay warm. Then, the ducklings hatch. Some babies don't hatch from an egg. They are born from their mother. A baby zebra is born from its mother. The mother cleans the baby, and then it can stand up and walk. It can run when it's 1 hour old. Chapter 2. Parents. Many young animals look the same as their parents. Look at these baby seahorses and their parent. Some young animals look very different from their parents. A caterpillar is a butterfly's baby. Some young animals live with their parents for weeks. Some young animals live with their parents for years. Parents feed and protect their babies. Some young animals don't meet their parents. A mother sea turtle lays her eggs in the sand. Then, she goes into the ocean. Baby sea turtles hatch from the eggs. They don't meet their mother. Chapter 3. Help. Many adult animals help young animals. A young elephant lives with its mother and other elephants. The mother feeds the young elephant. She cleans it and she gives it water. Adult elephants protect the young elephant. They help it to walk, too. A mother chimpanzee carries her babies everywhere. A young ostrich lives with its mother and father. They help it to feed. They also protect it from the rain and the hot sun with their wings. Chapter 4. Danger. There's danger for young animals. Other animals want to eat them. How do young animals stay safe? Young kangaroos live in their mother's pouch. It's safe there. This young shark has spots. Other animals can't see the shark on the ocean floor. This caterpillar has poison in its body. Other animals touch the caterpillar and poison goes into them. Chapter 5. Food. Some young animals drink milk from their mother. The milk is good, and it helps them to grow. A young seal drinks its mother's milk. A young owl doesn't drink milk. Its parents feed it frogs, fish, and other little animals. A toad eats insects and other little animals. A baby toad is very different. A baby toad is called a tadpole, and it eats plants. Chapter 6. Homes. Young bears are born when the weather is very cold. The mother makes a home called a den. She puts branches and grass in an old tree or under a rock. The young bears are warm in the den, and they're safe from other animals. Beavers make a home called a lodge. They cut down trees and branches, and they make a dam in a river. The beavers make a lodge in the water with branches and mud. A young beaver is safe in the lodge. Chapter 7. How Animals Learn. Young animals learn many things. A young eagle learns to fly when it's about 10 weeks old. The parents help the young eagle to fly. Young cheetahs watch their mother hunt. This helps them to learn to hunt. The mother cheetah gives little animals to her young cheetahs too. The young cheetahs learn how to hunt and eat the little animals. Chapter 8. How Animals Grow Up. A young lion lives with its mother and other lions in a pride. When it's about 2 years old, a young male lion moves to a different pride. A young beetle is called a larva. The larva looks very different from its parents. It grows a pupa. When it comes out of the pupa, it's an adult. Then it looks the same as its parents. Young animals grow up into adults and have babies. Their babies have babies too. Every day, young animals are born.
Schools by Richard Northcott. Introduction. There are schools all around the world. There are big schools and little schools, new schools and old schools. Is your school big or little? Is your school new or old? Chapter 1. Let's go to school. All around the world, students go to school. Some students walk to school, and some go by bus or by train. Some students go by bicycle, and some go by car. These students are in the USA. They go to school by bus. In the snow in Canada, some students go to school by sled. In India, some students go to school by rickshaw. How do you go to school? Chapter 2. Buildings. Let's look at school buildings around the world. This school is in Australia. It's in the countryside. It's a little school, but many schools in Australia are big. Here's a big school in a city. Many students go to this school. It has a big school playground. This school is in South Korea. Chapter 3. At School. These students are at school. They meet their friends. They talk, and they are happy. Listen, that's the bell. Let's go to the classroom. The students stand in the hallway by the door. The teacher says, "Hello, everyone." These students have books and notebooks. Can you see them? No, you can't. They are in their bags. Chapter 4. In Class. In the classroom, the teacher says, "Sit down, please. Open your English books." It's an English class. The teacher has a picture. She says, "What's this?" One student says, "It's a giraffe." In some classes, students have computers. Do you have computers in your classroom? In physical education classes, students run, jump, and play. These girls play basketball in their physical education classes. Chapter 5. Lunchtime. At lunchtime, these students go to the cafeteria. The lunch lady gives them food. She puts their food on a plate. The students put their plate on a tray and say, "Thank you." The students sit down and eat. They talk to their friends. "How are you?" "What's your favorite soccer team?" "Do you have a computer?" Chapter 6. Uniform. These students in China wear a uniform. The girls wear red pants, and the boys wear black pants. Everyone wears a white shirt and a red tie. Students don't wear a uniform in every school in China. These students in Peru wear a uniform too. Everyone wears a purple sweater and a white shirt. The girls wear a gray skirt and the boys wear gray pants. Students don't wear a uniform in every school in Peru. Do you wear a uniform? Chapter 7. Free time. Students have free time in the day. They run in the school playground or they talk to their friends. Some students play soccer or basketball. These boys and girls play soccer in their free time. Students have free time after school, too. In some schools, there's a garden. There are flowers and vegetables in the garden. Students help in the garden after school. In some schools, there's a band. Students play in the band after school. Chapter 8. School Trips. Students like school trips. On these days, students don't go to school. They go with their teacher to a zoo or a museum. The zoo is a favorite school trip for many students. They can see animals and learn about them. These students can see an otter. Museums are a good school trip too. These students are in a great museum. The museum has a dinosaur skeleton. Students go on great school trips, and they learn many new things. They learn many new things with their teachers at school too. Thank you, teachers.